You can hear me, yeah?
Good evening. I hope you can all hear me. Sorry if I've just blown your eardrums out. We are back. I do have to apologise. It's been a hell of a day, so it has, but I am not going to complain. We are going to get on with this. We're already into the qualifications, and Ches, you can, once you start using proper language, I will listen to you. Right, okay, let me... How's this sound? Because it's pretty loud for me. Let me just turn that down a bit. Okay, we also have Make Me. Well, it was a short-lived career for you in commentary, Ches, I have to say. Julius, hello. We have the amazing Mr. Hayden. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I'm back on comms for the first time in seems like forever. And I don't think I've commentated. Well, no, I have commentated with you before, haven't I?
Well, so Mrs. L was asking me this, and I think the only time was the other day in the Red Bull Ring. Yeah. Apart from that, we haven't commentated together, so...
Well, you've got me for the next 6 weeks for the Rookie Wednesday Championship.
Yes!
Everything's done for me. I keep mentioning this to these people. Stewards are down there doing their thing. I've got the... Well, you know what's going to happen, right? I would have royally messed up with the server configuration, so I'm going to be like, you can see me like frantically going into the server halfway through qualification going, have I missed something? But no, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. It's good to be back, and I hope everyone is well. This is season 7 of the Rookie Wednesdays Championship. Yikes, that's ridiculous.
It's
absolutely ridiculous.
I know, I can't believe it. I mean, I only came in for, was it season 5?
I think it was
because we did a late one last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's absolutely amazing. If anyone can let us know how the audio and the video is, and let me know that Hayden is sounding okay, because I'm still getting to grips with Wave XLR. Now, first, can we talk about the time, the fastest time allowed for this, for the Nürburgring? Because it is like insane. Like, I genuinely don't think there's no way I would ever reach the time that it says, but that's why it's rookie.
We have got something in place for this championship. So Dexter, our head steward, has been working on a little spreadsheet where throughout the championship we'll be applying additional ballast to drivers that will be exceeding the lap time that we believe is a rookie pace. Currently it's set to a 156.5, as we believe is top end of rookie pace. So anybody from P1 down to P9 at this current stage is looking likely that they're going to be having ballast applied to them. So hopefully what that means, sorry to jump over, what that should mean is that we will be able to have lots of cleaner racing.
I just think that's amazing, because last couple of seasons there's been very unhappy people, and I race in one of the rookie seasons, and to see someone that is faster than what the maximum time is disheartening. But this is amazing. This is a game changer, to be able to add ballast to the faster drivers to bring them to the same kind of times as the rest of the pack. That's hats off to you.
I just think it brings everybody closer together, because like you say, it's not fair for the slower people. You know, I put myself in that category as well, is that you see people doing ridiculous laps in a championship designed for people that are of slower pace. So what we decided to do was, look, we've already had somebody come into the rookie chat earlier today and say, after been doing some practice laps around Nürburgring, I am way quicker than the 56.5 that you've got set as your target. Please, I'm going to withdraw from the championship. Sorry for any inconvenience. So people are like leaving on their own accord. People that aren't leaving on their own accord, they will have additional ballast applied to them. And I can see in the spreadsheet right now, in fact you'll best see it as well.
I'm looking at it. There's quite a few.
It's been actively looked into and being dealt with. So hopefully that should bring the racing a lot closer together in this championship.
That really is a game changer, because I don't think there's many other races where that happens on a minute-to-minute basis. Obviously, at the end of qualifying is when all the ballast will be then added. But as you say, the top 9 at the moment are way above the faster than what the fastest lap is allowed.
Yeah, the top 10. Yeah, the top 10 are breaking that rule. Breaking that rule, but breaking that lap time rule. So. And not only that, right? So rather than kick somebody out of the championship, we'll just apply the ballast. But it might well mean that for the next race, they aren't as quick as the lap time that we've set. So they don't get any ballast applied. So hopefully what that should do is that should even the playing field across all of the championship, because otherwise, take me for example, I'm much quicker at Brands Hatch than most people because I love that track. Yep. But I'm crap at Suzuka, for example. So my lap times are going to be completely different. I'm not consistent. I'm not consistently fast across all tracks. So hopefully what this does is that it brings people a lot closer together. Not only do we have the BOP from LFM in this current race, we'll additionally add X amount of ballast to those drivers. Yep. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in today's race, we should have some really, really close battles.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it's all about. We want it to be a close battle. We don't want to see people just disappearing into the sunset. So I'm just looking just now. I mean, there's 5,000th of a second between P1 and P2 as Volkov comes over the line but doesn't improve. No. Going, oh my goodness, you can't do that. So he unfortunately got his outside wheels out onto the grass and then destroyed one of the marker boards. So if you were using that marker board for your braking, then you might want to choose something else because that's now gone. I mean, the top 4 are within 0.08 of a second of P1.
I mean, that's good for us, right? Because that means it's going to be, once their ballast is applied to those guys, that they should be that close with the ballast. So, and it should bring everybody else into play. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I think we need to give kudos to Dexter. I think he's done a fantastic job with this. He's really taken this by storm, and he's really running with it. So, we have like 4 stewards sitting down there in the steward's box right now, frantically looking at lap times and obviously doing the main stewarding for the rest of the race. So, I'm really, really, really looking forward to this championship. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited. We could actually see, because they've driven and practiced on a car with a certain weight. When that weight gets added to the car is going to feel more understeery. It's going to feel slower in acceleration. They're not going to be able to go in as fast into the apex as they were. No. You could see the top 5 being overtaken by, say, 5th to 10th. Yeah, exactly. So, 100%. Yeah, 100%. This is totally exciting. I hope everyone else is excited. Ches, good luck for tonight. Julius, who's 122? Is that you? Are you racing tonight? No, he's surely not. That can't be Julius racing. That'd be great to see. No, it's not. It must be his friend. Ah, right. Okay. Must be his friend. Yeah, it must be his friend. On this championship, obviously, if we haven't spoken about it, we are fortunate enough to be sponsored for this championship and for the rest of the rookie season by Coach Dave Delta. So essentially what will happen is the top 3 drivers of this championship will win a 1-month subscription to Coach Dave Delta. I would highly recommend using Coach Dave Delta, just because I'm biased against it, but I use it anyway. It's really good for people that don't necessarily know how to for setups, but not only that, it does all your tyre pressures for you. It calculates the track temperature and then presets your tyre pressures, and they're pretty accurate, I'm not going to lie, to what they should be on the track. So we are lucky enough to, so big shout out to Coach Dave, or Coach Dave Delta if you like, for sponsoring this championship. And it's moved so quickly from one system to another. So before, excuse me, you'd be able to download all the setups. So you normally get maybe 4 setups for each car at a certain track. But now what it does, it has a software running in the background where it knows what track you're on, what car you're in, and what the air and track temperature is, and it only shows you those setups. They're not on your computer, but you can obviously then save the setup as your own onto your computer. It's game changing. I remember Dave Perel, who was tweeting about the first 12
12 hours, it was like thousands had been using the system, so it is very popular, and it's, you know, to get it for a free period is really good. So it is, it really helps. So it does. Yeah, so big shout out to Coach Dave Delta for that. If you've been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, apologies, but you've missed the fact we are gold partnered with SimGrid. We are P2 out of every host on SimGrid at the moment. If you look at PC only, ACC, we're actually P1, but we will stick with P2 at the moment, but it opens up things for us for the future, whether it's prizes, whether it's, again, Coach Dave Delta tokens, or whatever it is. We are in the mix for that, and because we've been consistent and we have been putting everything, all our races go through SimGrid, it's easy to use and easy to see when the next race is, what time it is, what the information of it is, and I really like that. Usama on YouTube, when is the next endurance race? Can't wait to make a debut on TOGA. Oh, the 17th of February is a 10-hour charity event. I'm not sure if it's completely full yet, but it's GT3 and GT4, isn't it?
Well, we have our mini endurance league starting on Saturday.
So we do, yes.
Yeah.
How could we forget that?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, our mini endurance league starts on Saturday. It's a 240-minute race. If I do my maths, that's 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, that starts at 2:30 UK time on Saturday. So yeah, that is our next race. Unfortunately, that is completely fully booked. We're at 50 out of 50 slots on that one, I'm afraid. So if you're racing in that, then it will be good to see you. If not, then do sign up as a reserve, because no doubt there will be people dropping out, because that's just naturally happens. It's a natural thing.
Absolutely. So there you go, Sam. I thank God Hayden's here. Hayden gets to be my carer for the evening.
Stop it. It's more the other way around.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, so the mini endurance actually opens up, depending where you finish, into the full endurance. Is that correct, Hayden? Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So we will. I think it was. We will be having the 5 highest scoring teams will gain a free entry into our endurance league, which will start later on in the year. If you did the endurance league with us last year, we did, I think it was 5 or 6 races across different sort of, times and length of races. So we will be giving away, if you like, 5 entries into the endurance league, plus 1 wild card entry that we will be. We'll be picking at random.
Oh, good.
As well. So we'll have 6 teams essentially getting in for free. We will make it a paid event because we did it last year. And not obviously the money to the winning teams, wherever they, top 3 teams, wherever they finish. But I'm really looking forward to that one. It should be quite good fun. We're going to run it every 2 weeks. That gives everybody a chance to not be snowed under with races every weekend. And I think there's like 6 races, 6 rounds. Sorry, 4 rounds. 4 rounds. So yeah, it's not a massive championship, but yeah, it should be good fun.
No, exactly. Osama, Saturday you have the 12-hour of Nürburgring, but keeping an eye on the calendar here. Best league so far. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're always welcome. Anyone who is watching on Twitch or YouTube, the Discord link will be somewhere. If it's YouTube, it should be in the description. If it's Twitch, it'll be on our social links, etc. We have so many people joining. We're almost at 2,000
crazy
members in YouTube and Discord. I mean, wow. It really is. There's so much, and I say this all the time, but there's so much goes on in the background. You have no idea. I mean, even a couple of nights ago, Dexter and myself were dealing with something that we resolved. So we did. Dexter is head of stewarding, I'm head of content creation. The 2 of us together, we came to a suitable conclusion and dealt with things. That's the way it should be at the end of the day. It's Vandersway, very fast times. Don't worry. I'm looking.
It's being dealt with.
I'm looking at the spreadsheet and I'm just cringing at how many people are going to have ballast added to there. At the moment, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. 2 need to be looked at. and yeah, the rest are all going to have ballast added to them, which means it's going to be a much more level playing field when it comes to lights out at the end of it. And I've just noticed that P1 is B David with a 155.8.
Yeah, well, that's not a rookie. That's not rookie pace.
That's almost a second faster than what the fastest time limit is. Yeah. 4K corner, so if I place 14th, I'm actually in first, right?
Yes. Yeah,
absolutely. That's the way it works. It's a reverse grid almost.
Looking at the time, sorry, Mac. Looking at the time. So actually, the top 14 people have broken, if you like, the allowed lap time. So anything from P15 down, you would say are rookie pace.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's happening now, but the spreadsheet looks like it's been updated, and I think ballast is about to be applied to those drivers. Got 90-second wait for the start of the race. So yeah, the race is an hour with a 25-minute pit window in between and a mandatory pit stop for.
You still there?
I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry, your microphone went there.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, I actually do know what's happening. I'm trying to do something behind the scenes.
Ah, right, okay.
You know what I'm like? I'm always fiddling.
I actually hit mute on my Wave XLR, and at the exact point your microphone stopped, and I'm like, I've muted everything. And then I'm like, no, I can't have done something like that. So
I'm waffling. So actually, what I'm about to do, Mac, is actually going to go live on TikTok. So we're covering all bases.
Amazing.
So now my internet is fixed. I can now do that. Yeah.
You're using and abusing it.
Yeah, exactly that. So yes, have we got one mandatory pit stop? Okay, that should be okay. I think I can calm down a little bit.
Yeah, so just under 3 minutes for the drivers to double check their setups, double check their fuel, make sure they've had their bathroom break, and everything is set as it can be for that. You see the cars that are lifted off, like the Porsche there, that are lifted off the ground. That means they're in the setup just now, tweaking some things. So it could be the fact, it's a 1 hour race, it's 11 a.m. You'd anticipate temperature to go up a little bit, and then kind of peak and then come back down again. So they're going to have to judge that as well. Plus, do they fuel for the entire race and then actually they won't, because if it's tyre change as well, there's a mandatory 30 seconds stopped on the box. Right. So it doesn't matter if they do a splash and dash, they still have 30 seconds. So for me personally, if I was in this race, I would either go fuel it for halfway or fuel it for 3/4 of the way, and then when you're in the pits, it's just a small amount of fuel, but again, it's 30 seconds, you need to be stopped for that. So it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be some tactics going on as well, whether people try to go for the undercut or the overcut with it. From that, now bearing in mind we have 31 racing, so we do 32, sorry. So this is going to be a packed grid, so it is. And sure. Apologies, I've been busy trying to build a blooming rig for the past day and a half. My setups are all different, so I wasn't going to say this, but I couldn't hear Hayden in Discord. I'm checking every setting I can think of, and I'm like, what is going on? And then the last minute, I'm like, I can't even hear the music on the video. And I checked, my headphone had unplugged itself. So, yes.
Okay, right. Thanks for that. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I knew I hadn't. I was thinking that.
Oh, you weren't going insane at all. I just ended up ripping all of my cables out yesterday. So when I jumped into it tonight, I'm like, I just hope this all works. I pray. So.
Don't you hate that though, when you're when you're messing around with stuff and then all of a sudden nothing works again?
Absolutely.
It's so infuriating.
The worst thing I found when I was streaming on Twitch and things like that. Hello, Peter. How you doing? Hope you're well.
Oh, welcome, Peter.
Is when you switch, you have a stream, you switch everything off. Next day, you go to it, you switch it on, and something's not working. You're like, how can that be? It was switched off, so
it was fine earlier. Yeah,
we actually have a Tesco Racing Ferrari 296.
Do we?
Yes, number P12, Ryan Craig Douglas. That's
Tesco Racing.
Tesco
Ferrari.
Racing, yes.
I love that. Love that.
Oh man, that is. If you don't know what Tesco is, certainly in the UK, it is. It's a supermarket basically. So that's why we're laughing. Maybe he's got some deliveries. He's got to drop off around the track at the same time or something.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That is a really nice livery in the Porsche for Mr. Hall. It looks like a very custom made one, but very nice. And don't forget, we also have Airy, who is one of our stewards. Airy also does custom liveries for people and for teams. Check out our Discord for that, and you'll be able to contact Airy and come up with an idea. He's very, very reasonable price-wise, and he's an invaluable member of this team. So yeah, check them out. There's quite a few names in this that I'm thinking, this could be tasty. This could be very tasty. I mean, we've got BRT, we've got Fast in the BRT, we've got Zeta. Our very own Zeta. Zeta's in the BMW, number 13, hopefully not unlucky for some. Has Darryl actually paid his £50 fine yet?
No, but sorry, I'm really sorry, but breaking news, the ballast is being applied, and there are some hefty ballast being applied. I'm sorry, I'm so really excited.
Oh my god.
There are some insane ballasts that are being applied right now to these drivers. Yeah, wow.
Wow, that is insane. So it is
100%. Yeah.
Wow, that is this is going to make this race completely different to what you're looking at the moment.
100%.
And these ballasts stay for the entire race. So they have an hour with extra kilograms of ballast on that other cars don't. So even when fuel starts going down, the car should be getting lighter, but it's not going to get as light as they were expecting. And as I say, they've been practicing and they've been qualifying with a car that feels a certain way. You add ballast in any way, shape and form, and that car just acts completely different. Shweebo! Good evening.
Oh, the brother's in the house.
Brothers?
How's the new rig? Yeah, that's what Shweebo is, my brother. So
has he got a new rig as well?
Well, he picked up my old rig today.
Oh, so, amazing!
He is, he's. I'd imagine he's probably a bit like you now. His whole garage is probably in a mess of bits, and he's. He's not built it yet. There we go.
Oh, yeah. He's saving that for another day.
He's probably going to build it tomorrow whilst he's on work. So he's being paid to build his rig, probably.
Yeah.
There we go. Build it tomorrow.
Build it tomorrow. Yeah. I'd switch your phone off if I were you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. What I will say is we're also live on TikTok now, by the way. So we are not only live on Twitch and YouTube, but we are now, I think, live on TikTok. So God knows this is all new technology for me. But if you're watching over on TikTok, welcome in. You should be on there as well, Matt. You can be heard, so that's all good.
Excellent. Okay, they're all lining up. They're all getting into position. When they all line up like this, it's a 70 km/h limit, and it comes up with a green and red. So if you end up going over that, it shows you in red and you need to slow down. So as you can see, the red lights further down on the gantry are just waiting, and there we go. We are off. We are racing. This is going to be chaos coming down into the first.
Oh, we got Lambo off already.
Oh my goodness. What a start from David. I mean, and the McLaren having to pull out of that.
Oh, that's the red flag, surely. Red flag, surely, from the stewards. That's a lot of cars.
Oh, there's... No? Well, it's not... I wouldn't say it's 20%.
Do you not think? No? Okay,
no, there's more off, though. There's more off in turn 2, sorry.
Oh, there's a lot more off.
Yeah, I think this will be a red flag.
Come on, guys. Stewards are not good.
There's only 5 cars actually running now. I've got a sea of yellow, so we do.
Red flag. There we go. Red flag.
So,
we go. Oh, what are you doing, guys? Come on.
Too busy adding kilograms to people.
Bloody hell.
So what happens now is everybody races. No, they don't race back. They go back at a reasonable pace, not like the BMW that's overtaking everybody, to the pits. The stewards will then. Oh, poor Zita's got a drive-through. Oh, that must.
Oh, that'll be fine. That'll be clear.
Oh, is that wiped? Okay.
Yeah.
So once they're back in the pit box, the stewards will then have a look at what's going on, what happened, and then they will restart again, and we'll do another lap round before we get racing. Oh my God, why would you do that? Why would you do that when you're going into the pits? So if the same thing happens again in the restart, it's tough. You're just going to have to deal with it. There's no other red flags. We don't want to be here all night just with trying to restart. It's rookie season, so please, I don't want to see comments going, oh my God, how poor can the racing be? This is terrible. Everybody starts somewhere. So we do, and this is how we learn. I've done stupid things like that, and I have absolutely wiped people out, messed the races up for stupid mistakes that I learned the painful way. So let's all give everyone a bit of a chance tonight and see. Obviously, if they do something really stupid, we will be on it. You know, we're only human at the end of the day.
Of course.
But the racing won't be bad. He isn't on the grid.
Shut up. Brilliant. Jacob Dobson, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Thank you. Really
thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Amazing. Come and check our Discord out.
Yeah, we are streaming live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you want to see the full race, please head over to YouTube or TikTok, Twitch, sorry, and you'll be able to see it, obviously not just in a crappy resolution, but did I see Julius put season 7 is already chaos?
Yes, absolutely. Osama, first lap here is very tricky. Do you know, it is, and it's a horrible first corner. If you miss your braking because you're too busy concentrating trying not to run in the car in front of you.
Cold brakes as well.
Cold brakes, cold tyres. Yeah. You're bound to be a torpedo going down there. So we all start 100%. Somewhere.
And also, sorry, Matt, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Julie saying rookie is a place to learn. It absolutely is. You learn very quickly in these mistakes. So you do, especially when it is being broadcast as well for everyone.
Ryan, please stop asking him to say, Donald, where's your trousers? For God's sake, this is professional. But what I will say is, before Matt does say that, we are now streaming to over 30 people over on YouTube, so thank you very, very much. If you are watching us, please do drop a like on the video. It's free, it doesn't cost a thing, but it really, really helps the channel be pushed out to more and more people. So if you are watching us over on YouTube, thank you so much for your eyes, and please smash that like on the video. If we can get like at least 20 likes in the video with like 29-30 people watching, that would be fantastic. If you're watching us over on Twitch, thank you so much. We're hit over 500 followers as well, which is insane, by the way. Insane. So thank you, and everybody over on TikTok. I don't really know how it works over on TikTok, I'm not going to lie, but thank you.
Thank you for whatever you're doing and clicking on whatever button it is. Absolutely. Ches, you survived all that. You're about the only person. So if we get 30 likes, I will say, Donald, where's your trousers?
You've already just said it, though.
I know, but properly. I'll put some effort into it the next time. So there you go. There's your challenge. Get to 30 likes, and I will say that just for yous, especially you, Sweebo.
Brilliant. So, but we got a bit of a lull now, haven't we? Because normally what happens is we just wait for the stewards to... I mean, I haven't got the steward spreadsheet open, but I can only imagine there must be loads of contacts. So the way it works, I'm not a steward, but my simple brain, this is how it works. So if a car makes contact with another car, it then generates an event in a spreadsheet. The stewards then need to go and look at that, replay it, review it. I believe, does another steward then have to look at it or something? Not necessarily. Not from that instance. But if it's like a review, then yes, it would be, but not from the get-go.
Yep. I think Hayden should really be Ted Kravitz, although I don't like Ted Kravitz, so I don't really think that should be a thing. Stereo watching GSR over on Twitch. Excellent. Ted Kravitz, we just wipe him away so we can. He's the most annoying person I've ever heard.
Oh, do you not rate him, no?
Oh, I hate him. I absolutely think he's biased towards certain people and not others. Thank you so much for the... it's Peter. Peter, thank you so much for subscribing over on Twitch with a tier 1. That's amazing.
Thank you, mate. That.
That's very kind of you. No, I don't, unfortunately. Owen! You legend.
No way.
If we had virtual hugs, I would be hugging the hell out of you right now, Owen. I hope you're doing well.
Welcome in, buddy. Miss you, mate. Hope you're well, buddy.
You are with the elite commentators tonight. They'll be on later on, but we're filling in time just now for them.
Sorry, Matt. We've missed this. We've missed this on whilst we've been getting ready for the race. There's a Jaguar in this rookie season. Car 22. His name is Jay Hammer. He is racing in the Jag.
What? So he is.
Yeah.
What an absolute legend. Holy mackerel, that is going to be extreme.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
No ballast either, I don't think. Jay Hammer for this car. I don't think there's any ballast either, is there? No, there isn't.
I don't think there is.
Zero ballast.
Yep.
Yeah, zero ballast. Jeez.
Yep. That's going to be interesting to see how well he does with it. Yep. Oh, and you good, thanks. Miss you all too. Been doing some spa practice. Good to hear you back into the sim rig again.
Good to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. It's good to see you back, buddy. Really, I mean that genuinely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it's not been grand for you, but I hope you're doing well.
We all love you and miss you, Owen. So I'm going into the live stewarding just to see what on earth is going on, and I'm going to be frightened to look at it.
Good point. Yeah. So whilst Matt does that, basically what just happened there is the guys have just gone away, reviewed all the incidences, because obviously, bearing in mind there were multiple crashes in the first sort of opening, in the first sort of opening a few through corners, if you like, and they're probably now going to go away and look at those, and you'll start seeing, no doubt, on stream issues or penalties are being applied. I can see a couple of cars are going to be getting penalties in the next few minutes, but the ballast will need to be reapplied, no doubt, for those drivers who were too quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Owen, you've been doing 219.3 on a green track. It's like you never left. Owen, please go away. That just sickens me. It sickens me to hear that.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, if I could do it at 2:30, I would be quite happy.
Davida!
Good evening.
Welcome in, buddy.
How you doing? Hey everyone, you missed quali. It's okay, so did we. We missed the first 10 minutes of it.
We did. And we spent the rest of the time waffling, so we didn't really see much that was going on.
Yeah, there's not been much commentating going on, to be fair. It's just like two folk catching up with each other. Looks like red flag in this first round already. Yeah, unfortunately there was a lot of things going on. A big shout out to Davida, because not only did he race with myself and Zeta last weekend in the 6 hour, he has agreed to race with myself, Ollie and Ches in the 10 hour charity, and we are going to be driving in the BMW. So yes, interesting.
Wow, okay.
So I'm super excited. I really am. Davida is such a great guy, nice guy, and he is fast as well. So wow.
100%. And Davida, thank you very much for the collaboration on Instagram. Obviously, Davida is a very, very fast driver, and his brother does all the engineering stuff for him.
Yep.
And they posted a lovely comment on Instagram in regards to sort of working with you guys, obviously the commentator team, but part of the TOGA Motorsport Championship. So that's absolutely fantastic. As we got a new follower over on Twitch, Maldini Motorsport. That's a great
nice
name. Great name.
Maybe it is the Maldini.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine if that
the
was
dizzy heights of TOGA? We're reaching there.
Jardia.
Excuse me, it needs to be known as Mac's friend Jardia. Any time you
sorry, sorry, my mistake. Sorry, I do apologise.
Same as Dave Perel needs to be known as Hayden's mate Dave.
Me and Dave are close. We are 100% close. We got 4 seconds till the next next formation lap. We won't be doing another red flag scenario. No, Ryan, no, he's not. Shut up. There won't be no more red flag anymore. So the well, I said this in the driver briefing, and I was quite rude about it, but the word is tough. We won't be doing any more because otherwise we'll be here all night, and it's only an hour race. We don't want to be here forever more. So,
and I think drivers who know it can be a continuous red flag don't really put that much effort into the first corner. So Owen, I was just about to say the same. Peter, if you want to come to a quality team for the 10 hours, send me a DM and we can sort that out, my friend. Don't listen to Owen. He doesn't like Aston Martins. I'm just going to put that out there. He doesn't know. He hates. If it's not a Ferrari, he's not interested. Poor Owen getting his legs done. The Dark Man on Twitch, thank you so much for following us. And Maldini, cheers from Brazil, guys. Wow.
Oh, wow, Brazil.
Hello from Scotland and the UK to Brazil. It's a pleasure to have you with us for this. I hope you enjoy it. Anyone who is new, check out our Discord. We are an amazing community and we are almost at 2,000 members in our Discord. Would love to see you in there. It's such an amazing place. So so we're going to go for the restart, and again the ballast has been given.
Has it now? Oh dear.
Let me just double check.
Hang on, so Julius, we need Sweet Brothers in the boxing ring. So much competition. Julius, I will pass on that one. I might be older than Sweebo, but he's a lot bigger than me, and I gave up trying to fight him probably when I was about 15 years old. So I'll happily concede that fight without even stepping into the ring. Thank you very much. 100%.
Oh god, that sounds horrific.
He's 6'2" and about 6'2" wide.
Oh
so
my
there's
god!
No way I'm stepping anywhere near that.
I'd happily call him Sir, just so I didn't get a doing.
I pretend. I do pretend, but that I'm bigger than him. But I certainly do back down straight away.
Yeah.
So anyway, right, we're going to do this, are we?
We are going to do this. Owen, you're in the Aston for the charity event. Thank you very much.
Oh. Brilliant.
Reckon on an optimal track could sneak 17s.
Well, probably no. You get in the 16s, Owen, easy, man.
Yeah.
Come on, easy.
You can do it.
Easy.
You can do it. Dark Man on Twitch, you're sad. You should be in this race, but you don't know what to do because you were in waiting list on SimGrid. Oh, right.
Oh, man, yeah. So don't worry, actually, buddy. We have people that haven't checked in. So you'll have your slot. So, there we go. So Dexter's in the Twitch chat and he's basically said drop you a DM. So is he saying, please help, please?
My brain is broken already.
Does he need... Oh, okay. He must be talking about the stewarding.
Yeah, poor Dexter and the stewards are having an absolute mare because of everything that's going on. So, again, for the second time... we are on the start-finish straight and we're ready for racing. This time, no other red flags, so let's see what is going to happen in this. It looks like that Porsche is a bit closer now this time. We've got a green light. We are racing. We are off, and he doesn't get as much of a drive this time. The Porsche is right up there beside him. It's a bit of a break. Now we've got a BMW and Aston Martin side by side. Oh, the McLaren outbreaks himself, but manages to avoid any issues. Just
comes out of a Mercedes further back. I think that was Darryl actually clipping a Mercedes. Whoops, Darryl.
There's so many drive-throughs, so people who have been speeding when they go over the start-finish line will get a drive-through for that exact thing. So yeah, we've got 4 at the moment I can see. We've got Van der Spee, who is literally fallen off the face of the earth just now. We have got multiple cars with... that is nasty. You can't park there. That is...
oh, Christ. Oh, my God.
There is utter chaos. Jesus. There is absolute utter chaos. Look at the drive. 1.5 seconds between P1 and P2. And the Porsche is having to defend with him. He's got 4 behind him. He's got a McLaren, he's got a BMW, he's got a 296.
Side by side,
Oh my goodness. It's we're trying to work out where the action's going to be. There's a big gap between this lot and the next pack. And we already see Craig Douglas has got past. I'm going to have a quick look at this. And
that's Ches gone as well. Ches has got he's on the yellow flag. He's currently facing the wrong way.
Oh no.
Don't reverse there, Ches, please. Be careful.
So, Craig Douglas absolutely beautifully overtaken the 296 and the 296, so that was good. We've got Famine, who is taking over 15th spot, but we have a move. Oh, there's BMW going sideways on the chicane.
Christ.
Wow, I'm going to have a look back at that because that was quite. The McLaren got really wide. The bit of bump and grind going on between the McLaren and the BMW. The BMW, I think, should outpower, but I don't know the ballast difference between these two at the moment. It looks like McLaren's got a bit of lead on it, but then you've got the BRT right behind him. He backs off early. McLaren backs off. Oh, the BMW just gets things wrong. Just goes in far too fast for that condition. So it looks like Hall has actually caught up with David now.
He has. I was going to buy the same thing. Yeah, he's literally closed that gap. It was, 1.8? Yeah, the gap from opening lap, and now it's under a second,
That is very, very quick. So number 7, Wingert, I do apologise if I butchered your name, has got a drive-through. We've got Pippi in 22nd place with a drive-through. These all need to be done within 3 laps.
Relax,
Otherwise, they get disqualified. So, they need to be careful. But certainly at the moment, that McLaren's looking a little bit. I was actually going to say it was looking a bit heavy because it's going in really as if it's understeering into the slower corners. Oh, and he's all right on the limit there. That Porsche is looking a lot more settled than McLaren, I think.
Well, it's looking after its ballast well. So I can say, sorry to jump over you. The top 6 are running. Sorry, the top 3 running 40 kgs of ballast. P4, is running 37 kilos of ballast. 5 and 6, 40 Ks. And P7 is only running 9 Ks. So, but he has a drive-through penalty. So, be interested to see how the heavier cars find out battling against each other, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm just having a quick look. Engdahl gets a little bit wrong with the McLaren just as they're coming down to the left-hander, and he just gets oversteer. Power on the curb, and it just switches front to back. So that's difficult to see. But now David has got almost a second lead. Let's see. Obviously, the McLaren is not as good on its brakes as a Porsche, and you can see how Hall is reeling him in with the corners. So I would say the McLarens on the straight are decent. But on the corners, they just don't look like they're comfortable at all. So,
sorry, Peter in the chat has just put, I wonder if we can avoid a red flag tomorrow. Then Davide's gone. Peter, I tell you one word:
Monza. I am gutted I'm not going to be there, but we've got Ollie and Ches commentating tomorrow night for the multi-class. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely.
I'm doing bloody stewarding for that race.
Oh, well, there you go. The mighty hammer will fall.
No doubt.
Look at this battle behind. We've got Connolly in the BMW, Ritz in the 296, and Conzit in the McLaren. 3 of them with not very much between them just now. It's a real battle. It's going to be interesting to see if any of them have got that BMW is so twitchy over the curbs, and he's lost.
Christ. So much time.
Fast is going for it. Rex is going for it. Oh, beautiful.
Nice overtake that.
And kudos to Connolly for not closing the door and causing a collision. That was good sportsmanship right there. I think he also realised that there's no way that 296 is going to stay behind him. He's going to get past him. Is there any point in fighting harder than you have to? He's now got that Conzit McLaren behind him as well, so he's really going to have to watch. This is where he messed up a couple of laps ago, but he takes it very cleanly now with that BMW. But the McLaren is pulled right up behind him now.
He's close.
McLaren is looking powerful. It really
is. Remember, the BMW is better on brakes, on the heavy braking zone.
Yes.
So you would imagine that the BMW can brake better than the McLaren, but we'll see how it is. Also, what I will say is the ballast has worked perfectly. Everyone's within 57 or 58s.
Good.
So
that's good to see.
The ballast has worked, and hopefully it's providing a lot closer racing. We know it has, because we can see battles on track.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Kudos to Dexter. He's such an amazing guy. Very, very talented with what he does. And I tell you something, he rules the stewards beautifully, so he does. I'm just so impressed. Anyway, I hate to put love towards the stewards.
Yeah, stop doing that.
There's a whole thing about commentators and stewards and things like that, so we'll stop that nonsense. So Ritz is now just pulling away from Connolly, but we saw in the first corner, Konzit got everything wrong under braking, had to avoid the BMW of Connolly, lost time and almost got overtaken by Stewart in the Aston Martin. So, yeah, I mean, you can see some mistakes happening, and it's easy for us to sit here and watch it and go, oh my goodness, what are you doing? It's a different thing when you're in. And the pressure, there is a pressure. Having you raced in one of the rookie seasons before, you feel the pressure because you're like, there's so many cars here. 1, I don't want to get collected. 2, I don't want to collect someone else. And 3, I just want to be able to drive as fast as I can safely. So it's always going through these drivers' minds. And I have no doubt they have been putting a lot of practice into it as well. So we see another 296 getting past the McLaren. Let's just have a little look. Looks like run down to, no, that is the hairpin, so this is up to the Schumacher S's now. Has something happened with the McLaren? Because it just looks, no, the 296 gets such a better drive out of there, and again that's where Ritz overtook in the 296. So the 296 through the Schumacher S's, and he gets past because the McLaren understeers under braking, but Schumacher S is a 296 winner, I would say, at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, we've got another overtake between. We got the Ferrari of is it Liss, who's gone off at the last corner. 777 Ferrari, that's gone. He's just gone. I think he's out. Overcooked his brakes. And he's gone straight on. So yeah. Look at the Jag. It was P12. Just give me an update.
Amazing.
P12 for the Jag. Yeah.
And the thing is, LFM Bob doesn't recognise the Jag at all. It's not only starting to recognise the Lexus again, but the Jag is given up on. So he's driving that car like it was 2019, because that's pretty much the last time it was updated or anything was done to it. But I'm just watching Hall. Hall is 0.5 of a second behind. He's really pushing now, and I wonder if he's been, and I spoke about this in the 6-hour Red Bull, but analysing how David is pushing that McLaren, because it looks like that Porsche is ready to pounce. It's just waiting on the right time to do it. These two are so fast, they're 5.5 seconds ahead of Ritz in the 296. Ritz is a good driver as well. He's in rookies, but he's a good driver. He's driven in a few of our championships. In fact, Konzit is right on the back again my goodness.
That is close racing, this, isn't it?
It really is. Look at the slipstream and the BMW having
Christ, that was close.
Jeez, you can't take two cars into the chicane. My goodness. But I have to say again, well done for not taking each other out. Again,
good driving. Respectful driving. And what I will say is, I think not only do we apply ballast, but certain cars handle ballast differently.
Yes.
There is an actual thing where it's not just the fact that, as Hall was messed up T1 there, cars do handle the ballast differently. I wonder if the Porsche is best to handle extra ballast, if you like. It might be that the McLaren might be slightly struggling with how the ballast sits on the car. So,
absolutely.
Being the Porsche rear-wheel drive, you'd imagine majority of the ballast for the Porsche is in the front rather than in the rear. So it might just be a better settled car with hefty ballast in. Yeah,
absolutely. And that is the key thing here, is where ballast is added. It's the stewards don't get a choice of where the ballast is added. It's just the ballast is added, and it's such amount. But in game, it will decide where the ballast goes, and I'm sure it's probably an agreed thing between all the teams of where it's placed. So as Hayden was saying, the Porsche's fuel tank is in the front, so heavy fuel tank means you're getting more grip to the front. As you start going through your fuel, it's starting to get lighter because it's less fuel. But if the ballast is somewhere more to the front, it is going to just be a more balanced car overall.
Sure.
I definitely think the BMWs, I mean, Connolly, out of the top 12, there's only 2 BMWs. I am actually quite surprised about that.
Yeah, no, I don't know if the BMW is really best suited for this track. Because I've been racing. Oh, he was saying that he's just absolutely bounced over the curb. He's going to lose a bit of time. But I've been racing the Mercedes here at Nürburgring for LFM this week, and I've found it quite difficult. As Stewart has literally got over the rear of the McLaren. I think he's got a great run into the chicane, but surely Oh, he's done well to be fair.
What a save!
Yeah, Oh, Douglas has lost it on his own accord.
Oh no, look at the damage to that car. Oh, that's not the best rejoin in the world, but I think more than T-cuts required for that car, that's for sure. Jeez. What absolute action. That is just... And, I mean, Hall with a little bit of oversteer out the second corner there, but again, he is so close. It looks a lot closer than 0.8. I don't know if race control is just flouncing out.
Beaming us right now.
It's just like, do you know what? Have these random numbers.
Well, Stewart's going to go for a set again. Oh, he's got it again.
Both spun.
That was Stewart's fault, big time. He when I've touched. There was not really a move there for Stewart there. I think the stewards will probably definitely look into that one. It'll be a definite contact.
There was near contact in the first corner between them, and it was a send down the inside from Stewart.
Yeah, that was a bit silly, that.
Yeah, just watching this, and please don't say you dived down the inside. Oh, he did.
He did, yeah.
And to be fair to the McLaren, he did try and stay off the racing line to allow them past, but there's a bit of to and fro going on between them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the door was open. Like, if you look back at that replay, the door was ajar. But I don't think I would have been brave enough to put my car there. No, especially the rookie championship. There's no disrespect to these drivers at all, but this is designed for your rookie, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you need to know that car is turning in front of you, regardless of how much you're sending down on the inside. So it's all about being able to stop. Oh, there's a bit of switcherooning going on here. Van der Spee getting overtaken by Berg. Oh, and he takes Berg out. Oh no. Both of them, I'm going to have to say Van der Spee was at fault for that one, in my own opinion, not the stewards. Berg has got a 5-second penalty.
Darrell's gone around as well. Sorry to jump over Darrell in 24 places on his own accord, I think. So poor old Darrell.
Oh man.
We've got a major yellow flag scenario here. We got Shredder, Vander. I can't pronounce that name. Have gone in the chicane, and Venter as well is. Where the hell is Venter? He is facing into the barricade after the stop. Can't do that. You can't do that. That is a Venter in the Porsche going backwards now.
Oh no,
21st.
Yeah, I'm just watching. Yeah, try and go. Oh my goodness, that 296 was a wrecking ball. If I could sing Katy Perry, I would. But that, my goodness, that he managed to collect. You know, if it was 10-pin bowling, that would probably been a spare because he managed to collect 2 cars.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. So close racing between P6 and P7 right now. Douglas and in the Ferrari and McLaren of is it Folsa? They are quite close, and you've got BMW just behind them. Oh, he's just clipped him. Come on, guys. We know this is rookies, but I think a stern word from me at the end of this race is probably going to be required, because some of his driving has not been ideal, to say the very least.
And you know, when you're trying to get your safety rating up, I read that if you turn the AI up to a percentage that you feel you're literally side by side constantly, that is the best way of trying, because the AI are actually quite clever in this game, and if you manage to battle them without taking each other out, that's a great way of learning how to battle properly without going too far. And we can see Stewart has got a 10-second penalty added, as does Liss down in the treble 7296.
I'm not surprised, if I'm being completely honest with you. Some of the driving standards hasn't been ideal. Has it? So, up in front, it's a very hit and miss. But one lap that Hall can get the gap down to between 0.7, 0.8, but then all of a sudden he then loses out on time. He's now 1.2 behind David. So I just think that Hall is a fast driver, but I think the consistency isn't there, and that's also another factor of being fast, is that pure consistency, isn't it? So
absolutely. I'm just having a look further down as the gap's starting to open up. We've got Ches and P22 at the moment with his Mercedes chasing down Liss as well in that treble 7 Ferrari. Oh, we've got a car going sideways just ahead of them.
Where's he going?
Oh my goodness.
Right.
That was sideways all the way.
It was.
And his tyres for the next 2 laps are going to be destroyed.
They're spent. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I'm actually having a look further down, and it's a sea of red of penalties that's been handed out. I'll just run through some of them so you can identify. So there's 2 5-second penalties for car number 4, and that's for the very first 15 seconds. We've got car 28, 5-second penalty. We've got a 10-second penalty for car 17 for an unsafe rejoin. Car 99 has got a 10-second penalty for reversing into car 973. We've got treble 7 has got a 10-second penalty for reversing into car 26. We've got a 15-second penalty for 17, which is an unsafe rejoin. Number 180 is a 5-second penalty. Car 21 is a 5-second penalty for making contact. 10-second penalty for 355 as he's went in too deep and collected another car. And there's a few others. 279 looks like it's a 5-second penalty for a bit of a dive bomb. Car 27 has got a 10-second penalty for turning right into another car.
A lot of penalties then.
There's a lot of penalties, and car 60 has got a 15-second penalty for pretty much. I wonder if that's the one we watched, where he went into the chicane and basically took out another 2 cars. There is a couple of things noted by the stewards for warnings for different ones, as Hayden said. There needs to be some kind of tuition about how you behave. I think we've all been there, where you go into an LFM race, especially with rookies, and it's just like dodgems. There's actually no racing to it. It's who can end up with more damage, and that's why you struggle to go out with the rookies, is because you just other people causing you issues. So we like to make sure that people learn how to do things properly so that they can progress, they can get out the rookies, they can then go into other championships and feel better about themselves. It's not a case
100%.
of
100%. Well said, Mac. Yeah, well said, because we've even got people in the YouTube chat. Davide Mandalisi, he started off as a rookie in our championships. I'm sure Peter at one point was in rookies as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we see people progress. Like, you got people like Daryl, who's one of our mods and stewards. He's not a fast driver, and he would be first to admit that. Same with Ches, he's just getting back into sim racing. These guys aren't fast drivers, but what they are drivers that want to race. And I don't want to be caught with, I don't want to say the word idiots, but people that don't. I just want to be out there for a wreck fest.
Yep.
We want, like you say, we want people to progress. We don't want to be. We want people to move up through our championships, to do other races, and not just being stuck in rookies all the time.
Absolutely.
And we are lenient to a certain degree in terms of contact. We know there's going to be contact off the track. So, what happened?
Turn 1, Vaman and Falser basically.
Was that a big end, was it?
It was basically a little bump from behind.
Oh.
That's so I have to say as well, my pet hate, if you bump into someone, you wait for them to go before you go. Unfortunately, Famin hasn't done that, and I understand the urgency of trying to get going again. You don't want to lose things, but what you've done is you've bumped someone else off the road. You've lost them at least one place. You shouldn't drive off. You should wait until. So that's something that we try to instill in everybody. It is. It's just showing a bit of respect. Yes, there are points at stake, but at the end of the day, I think it's better to come out with maybe less points, but feel better about yourself, or feel better about how you've conducted yourself.
Agreed.
And that's what racing. If you watch Jardier, if you watch George Boothby, if you watch Samir Foch, you know, they're all very clean drivers, but if they do make a mistake, they hold their hands up. And, you know, that's what it's all about in my eyes. So, I obviously...
We want to coach people, don't we? We want to be able to get people to progress. I mean, if you got an idiot on track, and I don't like to use the word idiot, but someone that's not being very respectful to other drivers, they won't last long in our championships. And that's fact. But what we try and do is to say, look, guys, this wasn't what we expect. Just tone it down a little bit. The racing's good. Some good drivers, they just need to slow it down a little bit. And then the next time people should be okay. I fully imagine. Hopefully next week we won't have a red flag. And we're seeing a lot of new people, but this is what the rookies is about. It's for people that are new to sim racing or not necessarily fast, and this is why we put these races on. But there is still a level that we expect drivers to be at. And I'll be honest, this is on the cusp of me going into the chat after the end of the race and saying, come on guys, sort it out.
Ooh, a heavy off the road into the barriers there for Liss. Down in 22nd, it was all by himself. There was no one else involved, so that's okay. Peter, true words. That's why you love racing in TOGA races and with the TOGA community. Thank you, Peter. David says, me and Peter had the greatest battles in rookies.
They did. They did. Honestly, absolutely. It was by far the best one I've ever seen in my life. It was down to the wire.
And
it was that close.
You know, we're seeing Peter and Davida contesting championships now in other formats, which is amazing to see. We are just one huge big family, and we love to see each other improving and getting there, but we also look after each other as well. And it's something I actually put in the Discord. I'm only going to take a couple of seconds to say this, but any of our members who are watching tonight, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, we are racing for cancer charity on the 17th of February. We'd love everyone to be there, to be able to donate whatever you can. We're not asking for huge amounts. We're just asking, even if you can donate £1, it doesn't matter. It's all about donating. We are going to be sharing. I've already been spoken to by a couple of people who have DM'd me with stories about cancer, and I want to read them out because they're very important for everyone to hear. And that's why we are a community, because we care about each other, and that's it at the end of the day. The racing is actually secondary. It's the community that's first. So it is.
Well said, Matt. Well said. Couldn't describe it better myself, in fact. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Just looking further down, we've got Shredder and Hammer fighting back and forward just now. Oh, in fact, sorry, it's Vanden Vingart. That's the way I'm going to say it from now on.
Easy for you to say.
Oh my goodness, honestly. It's just, so we're seeing some pitting coming on now.
I was going to say, the pit window must be open now, isn't it? So
it's 18 minutes left of the pit window, and everyone must change tyres and fuel the car. It's almost like a mandatory stop-go 30, really, because you're having to stop for the 30. Peter, there's 29 viewers and just one like. Come on, guys. Come on. Please smash that like button. It really helps us. It helps our channel. It helps get our channel put out to people that don't know about us, and grows the community and grows the amazing races for it. But if you hit 30, then I will make Sweebo's night. So I will. But absolutely smash it. If you're watching on Twitch, please consider hitting that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. You'll get notified when we go live next time. Oh, a bit of sideways there from Olsen. We have got, tomorrow night, we've got multi-class racing.
Sorry. Sorry. I just saw that Hall took the lead. I was like, where the hell has David gone? He's gone into the pits.
He's gone into the pits, yep.
I'll stop talking now. Sorry, mate.
That's okay.
Carry on.
That's okay. I've done all that before. Got really excited and then nothing happened. Oh, man. So we've got tonight's racing. We've got racing tomorrow night, multi-class GT3 and GT4 at Monza. We've got community racing on Friday night, which is run by Hayden, free for anyone to join. And we've got the 24 hours and 2.4, is that right?
No, so we've got...
it's a mini endurance.
Mini endurance. So, we are, in fact, we're double stacked actually on Saturday, which is my fault, but I'll deal with that. So we've got the 2.4, you've got it in my head now. The Mini Endurance League on Saturday afternoon, and then on Saturday evening, which I'll be live for, is we've got the qualification for the charity event.
Yes.
So what we've decided to do is run the charity event qualification a week early, but what we've done is that we've given the teams the option to be able to donate to charity to improve their grid position. So basically what you can do is you can donate up to value of £10, which will take you up 10 grid slots. So obviously we don't pocket that money, it goes straight into the pot for the charity, and you guys can improve your grid slot. So we'll run that. So I'll be live on Saturday evening, just watching the qualification, doing some commentary for that. But like I say, we'll be live throughout the day on Saturday anyway. Yeah. If not, we'll deal with it. But yeah, we got our Mini Endurance League coming up, so we've got a lot of. February's very busy for us, and I don't know why I crammed everything into bloody February. And we did say that we would be like less is more for 2024 at TOGA Motorsport, but it just seems like the next couple of weeks, as the McLaren for Fulsa has just gone absolutely.
And I've just seen that we've got Hall who's now in for the pits as well, so that'll be interesting.
Change lead. Where did David come out? He come out in P12.
He's 12. Yep, he's just on the Schumacher S's now.
Oh, he's going to get out.
So I think he'll get. I think it might actually be close. Conzit obviously takes over P1 just now for that. So yes, I'm doing the commentary on Saturday for the Mini Endurance for the 4 hours. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think we all love endurance to a certain degree, and this is great because it is endurance, but it's not a 24-hour or a 12-hour. This is 4 hours.
4 hours is enough, isn't it? I think, isn't
absolutely.
It feels like a good number. Yeah.
So David just coming up through the last chicane, taking it beautifully, and coming up to the last corner just now. Let's see. Hall is just coming out of the pit, so this is going to be close. This is going to be real close. Hall obviously has to get up to tyre pressures and up to speed, but Hall has done it.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a gap between them. That is impressive. There's actually a 3.5 second gap between them. Hall has done an amazing job. He's went in and he's been the most efficient person you can think of, getting in at the highest speed of 50 kilometers an hour.
Kurt Peters,
Kurt Peters, thank you so much for the subscribe. That's very kind of you on YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure and check out our Discord link. Come and join our family there. It'd be amazing to see you in there. So he's hit 50 kilometers at the exact line that you need to be. He's got everything sorted in that 30 seconds. He's back out as soon as the car's off the jacks. He's back onto the power, gets past the 50 line marker again, and he's fully on the power. He's done amazing. This could be the thing that makes him a winner today. I don't want to jinx him. That's commentary's jinx, right? And Fuller's got a stop go 30, so that'll be speeding in the pits, I would think, but that's going to drop him down. Quite a few points. Now I'm just having a look to see who else. We've got Ches in the pits just now in his Mercedes. That's kind of putting him down into 26th, 27th position at the moment. The Gamer, who was way up in the top 10 earlier on, is down in 29th position. He's I'm assuming been caught with some traffic, but we now have a new leader. We've got Famine in the number 9 BMW just now, just due to pits. We've got Conzit, Van der Spee, Berg, and
sorry, say that again.
Dijkhuizen.
Easy for you to say.
If you've got a European name, you'll be guaranteed one of us will butcher your name. We do apologise. If your name is sounded a specific way, let us know phonetically. Poor Davida, I think it was 3 rounds before he actually told me that his name was Davida and not just David or David. Dave. So
we've got a new follower over on Twitch as well. I think that's Donkerwalk. I'm pretty sure I recognise that username, but is that
STIGGN96?
96.
Thank you so much for the follow. It's very, very kind of you. You guys are absolutely blowing it up. We've also got my goodness, we've got Is Fish Bonye? Fair dues. I don't know if that's a question or a name, but thank you so much for that. the Discord link. Sorry, I'm in a cheeky mood tonight. The Discord link is in the chats. Hit the Discord link. Come in and join us. We're growing at such a fast rate.
Scary now, isn't it?
We absolutely love everyone to come in and experience what we experience on a daily basis. Yeah. So absolutely. So can I just point out the Jag is now in P7?
No way. Has he stopped for pit? Is he?
He's still to pit. He's still to pit. Okay. So he's basically fourth down that hasn't pitted out of all of them. But I mean, even that, I have to see. Look at that.
Pace wise, that's pretty good pace, you know.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's good pace. I mean, the Jag. We all know the Jag's not the greatest car in the world to drive. He's got zero ballast.
Yep.
But I think the zero ballast is probably helping him.
Yes.
Because you think other drivers in and around him now are running plus 40 kgs of ballast. So he should be at an advantage. He's got a guy behind him, of a second, and then he's got a few. I mean, he's probably going to come out, P11, P12 after his pit stop. But yeah, hats off to Hammer, man. He's doing a fantastic job in that Jag.
And can I just point out the car behind him is our Zeta in number 13 BMW, and she comes in. She's in for the pits.
I forgot that Zeta. I'm really sorry, Zeta. Jeez.
We've got Zeta and we've got Ches from the commentary team in here tonight, and Ches is obviously a steward as well. So, so they are all pitting. So Famin and Olsen basically are out of sync at the moment. Famin obviously has a 10-second penalty to serve when he comes into the pits to get his tyres and fuel. So we will have Hall and David now. The gap has come down to 1.5 seconds, so David is catching that Porsche. Considering this is maybe the second lap since pit stops, David's tyres will have one more lap to have got heat into them than Hall has, but Hall, the tyres will be up to pressure and temperature now. It's just...
David, sorry, man. No. David has just done a lap. The last lap was 5 tenths, so half a second quicker than Hall. You're right. Yeah, you
can see the gap now. It's really closing down. Hall needs to hit every apex, hit every braking marker perfectly, and he actually went a bit wide there, going into that corner. So again, maybe he's looking in his mirrors a bit more because he has seen it. It's down to 1.3 seconds now for that. So this is. I think this is going to end up very, very tasty. They've got 25 minutes left to battle this out, and let's face it, they're not putting 1 litre more of fuel into that car than they have to. So we have
and Olsen in the pit. Sorry, Max. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was going to say we've seen a few, and I've been there myself where I've ran out of fuel just before the start finish line because you literally are fueling the car with 1 lap left in it for the end. But
100%.
I have to point out that Vander Ringart is actually holding the fastest lap.
Is he? Oh.
He's down on P19 with a 156.127, or certainly in my...
You're right, jeez. Wow, hats off to you.
So that's amazing. He's absolutely pushing. So he is.
Well, it's good to see that a driver down in P19 holds the fastest lap. Because normally, in normal circumstances, a driver that's up there at the top of the grid would be driver that's getting the fastest lap, wouldn't you? So
absolutely.
The fact that it's quite out that way is Stewart has stopped on track somewhere. I think he's getting going again. I think he might have had a bit of a hardware issue or lines, but he's got going again. But it's good to see that, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that gives... is there a bit of to and fro? There's a 296. I don't know what happened. I think the 296 freaked him out going into the S's.
Yeah.
He's maybe had some kind of a hardware issue as well because he stopped for a little while. So, no, absolutely. It's this race is bringing everything that it has that we expected it to be. Stewart has a 5-second penalty, which will be added to his time at the end of that. We've only got 3 out of the top 29 left to pit that I can see of. This is I'm really enjoying the rookies, and I think it's great that you can have the
stewards aren't.
No, the stewards are like, oh, I remember why I never wanted to do the rookies stewarding. They have the into the late hours of the night, they are always working, and then the next day they're having to do stuff as well. So this isn't a just turn it up and you're fine. Not like commentators, we turn up, commentate and leave, and that's us. We don't have anything to worry about.
After this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to put my feet up and watch some telly. Whereas the pure stewards will, they'll be working well into the early hours. I imagine we've got a three-way battle for Falser, Engdahl and Connolly at the moment.
Yeah, I've got this. Yeah, it's good.
They are. In fact, there's 4 of them.
Is it?
Yeah, Adam Check. Adam Check.
Oh, okay, yeah,
as
he's
well.
the pork in the bottle.
He is, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's pitting now, so he might get that damage changed on his car as well, hopefully. Quite heavy. So 2 McLarens and a BMW. That BMW is pushing that McLaren round the corner just now, tucking up closely behind it, try and get a toe down there. Now, remember, the McLarens aren't always the quickest in a straight line, but that BMW is moving out.
He's pushed it out,
He is, yeah. He's just... Oh, he's trying to force the issue. That was so close to contact.
Well. Yeah, he's done well
that was close fighting there, but both drivers giving each other enough room to make sure they don't come into contact with each other. But
100%.
yeah, that's... I mean, you drove the McLaren as well as the BMW, didn't you? In the past.
I've done both.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the BMW. I found the BMW okay, but the BMW doesn't really suit all of the tracks. It's not really an all-rounder car, if you like. It's very much it's good on the brakes, like very, very good on the brakes if you can get it all dialed in, but I don't know, it's not great at pickup. It's quite sort of sluggish, if you like. I used the McLaren before the BOP BOP on the LFM, and I really enjoyed racing the McLaren. But I just felt like it was just an OP car, if you like. I didn't want to be that same guy racing in a McLaren like everybody else. So for me this year, stupidly, I've decided to race the Mercedes. And I'll be honest, I'm regretting it after month 2. Yeah. Well, I'm going to persevere with it for a good few more months, because I think, well, I've spent a couple of months now in it, doing different types of races, and I'm getting to grips with it. It's interesting to drive, to say the least. It's fast, but Connolly's sent it.
Oh no, he's going to collect 296. No, come on.
I would say that's Connolly's fault, I'm afraid.
Yeah, absolutely. He wasn't close enough alongside to own that gap in the track. Peter, by the way, will there be a new backwards championship?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
We will do one later in the year, but it'll be new and improved. We found with the backwards championship last year, people didn't quite understand the concept, or, sorry, let me rephrase that, didn't like the fact that if they qualified first, they'd be going down to last. So we introduced point system for qualification. So we'll do similar thing next time around, and at least people can feel like they've got points, but starting 10th or whatever we decide to do.
Well, and that's the thing, because you don't want people sandbagging where they don't want to be first. They actually want to be further down, but they know they're quicker than most people. So
exactly that. No, we will do one for sure.
We did that with Owen in a different Discord, and we absolutely loved it. Although what we did was basically we qualified and raced, and then we took the race position, flipped it backwards for the second race, and it was utter chaos. Like, you had fast cars flying up your inside, racing each other, and it was literally like standing watching a jumbo jet coming in to land over your head. It was mental, but it was so much fun. We absolutely loved it, so we did.
I think you've got to have people that you respect.
Yes.
And you know that aren't going to be idiots. So I think what we might do is we might up the ratio of driver level on SimGrid to try and get that... sounds horrible, but that more competent driver into these championships, because you need them.
Absolutely.
Otherwise you just end up going backwards because you get crashed out all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just watching Darrell in P20 at the moment, right behind the Jag.
Darrell.
That McLaren looks beautiful in the Mercedes.
I do love that livery.
Yeah, it looks really nice. So it does. So Darrell, I mean, obviously he is quicker than the Jag, but how and when can he get past? It looks like he's going to maybe try and make a pass here. He's certainly going for the optimum racing line. The Jags went a little bit defensive.
Very defensive, yeah.
Yeah, but not quite able. Might be able to get it on the straight, but he needs to watch. He's got Venter in that Porsche. Oh, no! Oh, Darrell, I'm so sorry. Right, I'm going away from Darrell.
Second time he's done that in this race that I've seen him do. You banana, Darrell.
You banana. Yeah, it's okay. Nobody saw it, Darrell. Nobody saw it.
We'll scrap that. Edit that out.
We'll edit that out later on.
What I will say, I don't like to plug, but I'm going to plug. If you're watching us over on Twitch and or YouTube, we do have membership levels over on both platforms. So if you wouldn't mind, if you can, become a member of our TOGA Motorsport community over on Twitch and on YouTube. So obviously subscribing to us on Twitch, you can do that if you've got a Twitch Prime sub. Alternatively, you can go over to YouTube and pay a small fee to become a TOGA Motorsport community member. It just basically helps the community put on these great races. Obviously, this isn't cheap. It's pretty much self-funded by myself, so any monies that we do bring in go straight back into the pot for server hosting or giveaways or paying Max electricity bill for all this streaming. So if you can help us in any way by becoming members, we really would. Honestly, it would mean a lot. And we don't normally plug those. We normally just say hit the follow button, hit the like button, and the subscribe button, the free stuff. We don't normally plug those sorts of things, but if you can, that would be absolutely fantastic. That you're able to really help our community in more ways than you would believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get my wife off my back for one.
and that's the thing. It's not only that. All of us are given different amounts of time of our own into this, and we're not looking to get paid. We're not looking to get any kickbacks.
Not at the moment, no. Yeah.
We are basically looking to put on the best show we can and have the best community that we have. But if people are able to support us, it takes a bit of pressure off. Hayden's a family guy. He's got 2 kids, and a wife that's still maybe not happy that he bought a GT Omega Titan rig, but we won't.
She might be watching.
It was only £60. I mean, it was a good deal.
Hey,
but yeah, so and I'm not saying, oh, look at us, we're amazing, but I just want you to know that we are all doing this for the same goal. If people are able to help, the likes of Peter, who subscribed over on Twitch, even though he's watching on YouTube and things like Peter donated £10 to the Essex and Hertz Air Ambulance.
No way.
That's £22 raised. So
no
it is.
Way.
So that's
Legend.
amazing. Peter,
you.
Thank you so much. Air ambulances, as you know, they are the lifeline of saving lives. It really is. Having worked where I work, I see it all the time, and if it's not for the air ambulance, people wouldn't survive. So
and they're 100% charity led as well. There is no real sort of funding if you like. It's all done via the kindness of people such as us, giving some donation to them. So yeah, thank you so much, Peter. That honestly does mean a lot. That means a lot.
That was very kind of you, Peter.
Yeah,
and I'm just. So there's 3 seconds between Hall and David just now. They're keeping that gap.
Where's that gap gone? That gap's gone. That massively increased, hasn't it? Like that Porsche he's in the rhythm. I think. Paul is now on. Do you know what? This victory is going to be mine.
I was about to compliment Van der Spee for his overtake. Turn 1 and turn 2 take each other out. Well, I have to say Van der Spee, I think that was his fault. But I was about to compliment him. I'm taking that compliment away from him for the moment.
We're on 49 incidences on the spreadsheet.
Wow, stewards. To be a steward, it's a thankless task. It really is. No one likes stewards because they give out penalties. It really is. So Darrell's obviously fallen back. We've got Venter in the Porsche, who's right behind the Hammer Jag. So he is trying to get a bit closer, but not quite doing it at the moment. We've got Olsen, a 3-car battle for P6. We've got a badly damaged BMW, a badly damaged McLaren, and a Porsche that looks like it's been following some kind of grit lorry with all the damage on it. So, yeah, I think it's maybe evened everything out with the damage, but the Porsche is looking inside, but it's more, I think, to try and put the McLaren driver off, trying to just put himself in those mirrors and annoy him, which does work, believe it or not.
Trying to get in his head, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you start looking in your mirrors, you're not really looking forward. You then start losing time. You literally are playing into his hands. Porsche is getting real close here, but it looks like McLaren's got enough to keep behind at the moment. And it looks like Famin is just trying to get away from them. He's just letting them fight, and he'll sail off into the sunset.
I'm going, see you later on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I also make it it's 13 minutes to go. Mac, where is the last 45 minutes gone?
I have no idea. I literally feel it's been 5 minutes. I genuinely, when it said the pit window was closed, I'm like, what? That's very quick. It was 18 minutes to go a minute ago.
Yeah, it's massively quick. And also, we've got, I think we still got 30 cars. Yes, I think, we still got 30 cars on track. So that's
really good.
That's pretty good. I mean, look, we never expect a full grid of 50 to turn up, even though we had 50 people register. But what it does mean now is people that were reserves that couldn't race this evening will now have the option to race next week.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
And also we're only 10 likes away, by the way, for Mac to say Donald.
Oh, come on then. Come on, YouTube.
So if you're on YouTube, smash a like on the video. We need 10 more likes to be able to, for Mac to say, and I bet my brother's not even here anymore.
He's probably not. He's fallen asleep.
Oh, he probably is. He's a sad individual.
Dreaming about his rig tomorrow that Hayden's going to build.
I'm not building that rig. I took it all apart for him. I'm not building it for him.
Oh, Olsen. Olsen, absolutely. The curbs destroyed out there. Let's have a look back, because that was painful to watch. Through the Schumacher S's, he dips his tyres onto the gravel. He then gets out of control and spins, which then just gifts the places. He's lost 2 places by the looks of it because of that. That's unfortunate. But hey, look, sorry, hey? What?
Well, where's that come from?
I don't know. That was a Scottish thing that I've been trying to avoid saying. But hey, have a look at David. He is on the back bumper of that Porsche.
Whoa, where's that freak? He's had Hall's had an incident,
hasn't he? He must have. That is... Yeah. David is really pushing this. He was a second quicker in the last lap, so Hall has had an issue somewhere. He is now, unfortunately, looking in his mirrors left and right.
Oh, here we go.
Watching for this white McLaren. Now, he obviously knows where David is quicker than him and where he's quicker than David. He's sat behind him for long enough, but can he put that into practice? Because let's face it, if you're a rookie, handling pressure is not the best thing in the world. Alex, good evening on YouTube.
Oh, Mr. Hertz, welcome in, sir. Welcome in.
Yeah, it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders if you're if you qualified in P1 or you're battling this for P1 and P2. You're begging that McLaren doesn't have some kind of miss the braking and take us both out, or something really horrible happens. So yeah, it's a real fine line. Davida, yes, you will need to join the Backwards Championship. It's so much fun. It really is. It's just chaotic and it's amazing. But look at this. Hall is literally allowing that McLaren.
Here he goes.
He's going for it. He's going for the inside now. Let's have a look in the helicam. The side by side, and he's got past. But Hall's looking for the cutback now, and he's no. I don't think he's going to get it. Yep, side by side as they go in. But look how close they are without taking each other out. I think drivers should have a look back at some point and watch these guys. This is great battling. Now, Hall has went from having the pressure on him to putting the pressure on, and sometimes that can actually be a good thing, because it's easier to force a driver into a mistake than it is trying not to make a mistake from someone putting pressure on you. So this battle's going to go down the last 9 minutes. This is going to be what we're seeing, fighting tooth and nail for this. But and just having a look, it looks like Craig Douglas has had a bit of a nightmare. He's dropped 3 positions.
So it has.
and just having a look further in, Daryl in P23rd. The Gamer has made it up to P28. Ches is 21st at the moment. Zeta is ahead. Zeta's in 19th with her BMW. So come on, Zeta, you can do it. She is I have to say she's an engineering genius. The information she has about setups and cars, wow, it blows my mind every time I'm on commentating with her. So to have that level of expertise.
100%, and just a genuinely nice person.
Oh, absolutely.
She is absolutely fantastic. Very, very. When we originally spoke to her, she was very, very complimentary about everybody, wasn't she? And the fact that she'd sort of done her research about TOGA. And
absolutely.
She's such just a good egg.
She is. she doesn't have a bad word to say about anybody. No. If she makes mistakes, she just owns up to it and gets on with it. And I'm talking because Zeta was in the car with myself and Davida for the 6-hour Red Bull haul, having a little look, but it's more just a look. But this back marker could end up. Commentator's curse. I promise you, David and Hall have not paid me to commentate to people off. Oh, he actually has to come out the braking there. That was.
Peter, no, there's no NOS allowed tomorrow.
We can take some ballast off if you want, Peter, if you want to talk later on.
Just because you donated doesn't mean you get ballast off. She's a very good commentator too. Yeah, she knows her stuff 100%. Hall's gone deep.
Yeah, he went really deep there. She is absolutely everything about her. She's a great commentator. She's very chilled. She's very calm. And she does make commentator noises. Now, if you don't know what that is, you just need to listen back. Ollie has a particular one. I have a particular one. I don't know about Hayden. Hayden's not really shown his commentator one yet.
I'm just really loud. Where I go,
oohs, nahs, and things like that. That's what you normally hear from the commentators. But Hall's got a 5-second penalty.
No.
Hall has got a 5-second penalty. What car number is he? 20. Let's just have a little look and see.
That surely can't be correct.
Yes, car 20 taps the rear of car 13. A back marker causing spin for car 13. A 5-second. Wow. Hall doesn't even need to be close to him now. As long as he's within less than 5 seconds, that's enough. So it is. That is.
Did we even see that on track?
I don't think so. So that was.
I've got a replay of it. Hang on, I'm just going to quickly go and have a look. Yeah, it's on the race control.
All right. Okay.
It's
Is it under contacts or something?
He does. Yeah, he does. It's on the second sort of a little. It should be on there. Car 20 versus car 60, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
No, car
13.
Yep. Which is Zeta.
Oh, clip Zeta.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's not good.
I think that's a bit. I mean, I've just watched that back. I'm good. I'm not stewarding today. Put it that way, because I'm not sure if that was worthy.
Oh, you watched it back? Yeah. I'm just watched it now. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that was a penalty?
I think so. Yeah,
we have to be impartial because obviously we're in the comms.
Yeah, obviously, but I definitely think that was a penalty. If you spin a car around, it's unfortunate. It really is. And I mean, let's have a look at it again. They're actually further down. They're at the bottom at the moment. You see him going. Yeah, I mean, should Zeta maybe have pulled over a little bit more and just let him past? Maybe, but let's be very certain about this. A blue flag in GT3 racing and GT4 does not mean get out of the way. It means there's a faster car coming behind you. Be aware. Please move out the way when it's safe to do so. In the middle of a corner is not safe to do so. No. So Zeta was absolutely correct. She can take that racing line for that and then move out the way when it's safe to do so. So yeah, unfortunately, I agree with the stewards. I have to agree because Dexter's on now, but no, I absolutely 100% agree with that decision. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is.
Dexter, welcome in, buddy. Sorry,
yeah.
Mac, to jump
No,
over
no,
you.
no, not at all. Dexter, I hope you have got plenty of candlelight and things to keep watching all these replays. And oh man, you guys have been busy.
Get yourself a monster. I'll pay for it.
There you go. But again, so I mean, Hall is still going to come in second. He's 14 seconds ahead of Ritz, but he's obviously wants the accolade of being first, as any sim racer does. Yeah. He's went off! Oh my goodness! That was a huge impact.
Oh man!
Let's look at this.
Whilst Mac does that, Dexter, we're talking about the 5-second time penalty for car 20, which was the leader. I think he crashed out Zeta into T1. Wow. Okay. Well, that's Red Bull's fine. Any energy drink?
He got massive oversteer on power as
did he?
Yeah, come down. So that's wow. I have to say he's. I think his race is done. He's now 3.5 seconds behind David. He needs to be careful. He's only 11.5 seconds ahead of Ritz now. If Ritz gets a couple of laps together, he could be looking at losing that. No, I think he just put power on too early. And
I think he's got a 5-second penalty. Sorry, Mac. He's got a 5-second penalty, so he's thinking, right, I just need to get past this guy, and I should be able to pull away. But he's obviously the pressure, like you say, that it's the pressure thing has just got to him, and he's just gone. He's just dipped his foot in too early, and that's sent him straight on. So it's just it's a shame. It's a shame, but it's been good battle.
Yeah. Oh, it has, absolutely. These two are going to be going to the wire quite a lot, I would suspect, in the future. Wiz, stellar drive from Hall, nevertheless. Absolutely. He has driven almost a perfect race. 2 incidents quite soon after each. Oh, my goodness! That is not the way to go around a corner, or fail to go around a corner. That
Be
was...
careful!
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
That's an unsafe rejoin.
Absolutely. I really think people need to learn when to put your brake on and lead commentator curse in action. I know, Dexter, I know. It was the same as poor Tippy Boss last season. Every time I went to him, he just crashed, or some crashed into him.
Not seen him since, have we?
No, he's like, I'll come back when Mac leaves, please.
Brilliant.
We've got a little
so that's it. Last minute.
It is the last minute. It is, absolutely. And David has also driven an amazing race. Look at the penalties coming in now. Vandersway with a 10-second, Connolly with 10-second, Jake Husen with a 5-second, Stewart with a 5-second. So stewards are obviously implementing the penalties even up to the last minute, and these penalties will be added on to the time when they finish as well. But
we've got one more come through. The car 17 is also going to receive a 15-second penalty for I can't say that word, but colliding with a car 27 through the chicane.
And here we go. David takes the checkered flag, P1. Congratulations.
No, he's got one more lap.
Oh, he's got one more lap. Oh, I thought we were on the last lap. Jeez, see how it built things up to nothing.
I hope he doesn't crash now.
Can you imagine? I know. I'd need to resign quickly.
You would. See the gap, though? It's 8 seconds back from Ritz to Hall. That gap is definitely coming down, isn't it?
It is. And, with 1 lap left, God forbid it only takes an error with Hall and... He's down into third because of that time penalty.
100%.
Ritz has done a good race as well. He's been consistent. And we know Ritz from previous championships, him and Fass in the BRTs, which is always good to see. So, there's still a few battles going on as well.
It's been well. I think if Dexter's in the chat still, I think the ballast probably could come down a couple of kgs per driver. I don't know what Dexter thinks on that, but just looking at it, if you look at the gaps, we could probably lower the gaps between the ballast. That might bring the closer driving together. But there has been quite close battles between drivers. Nevertheless, it has worked, hasn't it? Like, I'm not saying it's not worked. I think it might be better if we reduce that gap ever so slightly, that the racing might be a bit closer.
Yeah.
But I think it's been great. And can I say this now? We opening up the interview section.
Yes.
I'll let you roll with that. I'll let you do that.
So at the end of every race that we do here at TOGA, we interview the drivers. You don't need to be the top 5, top 10. Any driver who wants a quick chat with us, go into the Discord, go into the interview waiting room. We will pick you up from there, bring you into the comms box, have a quick chat with you, and then move on. And there we go. This time, David takes the checkered flag, weaving down the straight. Congratulations to David. Hall comes in P2, and Ritz comes in for P3. But so any driver who wants to come in and chat with us, you're more than welcome. It is a thing we do every single time. So Konzik just getting caught with a whole load of back markers, but he'll come home to take 4th place. Van der Spee with 10 seconds. He is 10.5.
He's going to do it, though, I think.
Yeah, he is going to do it. He's just going to do it.
Yeah.
With the skin of his teeth, and the back markers get out of the way. So he's going to come home in 5th. We've got Famum, who's coming back. He is in P6.
Yeah.
Falser in the McLaren, who's going to come home. He's got Olsen breathing down his neck, but I think he will take P7 and Olsen will take P8. We've got the fastest man on the track, Vanden Vingart, with 155.665. That's actually faster than what his previous lap time was. So
and that's just in the cusp of the allowed time as well. So that's
absolutely.
Even better. That's worked.
This has been really good to watch. Honestly, hats off. I know we've had collisions. I know we've had issues. We'll always get that. But you find when Rookie Championship goes further along into other races, people start learning, and it becomes less and less. I believe, did we go an entire rookie season with no red flag?
Yes,
was it last season? Yes. Last season with no red flags at all. So it can be done. It absolutely can be done. So let's head over, and we'll jump onto our interview waiting room so that people can get a break. They can go to the bathroom. They can go and get a drink, because they will be absolutely roasting. I'm melting. I wasn't racing, so it is what it is at the end of the day. But congratulations to everybody. To the ones that got penalties, I have never been able to question the stewards, because I think they've always been very fair with what they've done. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a thankless task. It really is. It's like being, and please forgive me for saying this, but it's like being a traffic warden, giving out tickets to people who've parked. That's, nobody likes the stewards. Yeah, it is. No. For that. So, yes, let's have a look and see. We've got our very own team from the commentary. Let's speak to Zita and see how she is. Hello, Zita. How you doing?
Oh, hello.
Hello. You had a bit of a tussle with P2 at one point.
Oh.
That's the only reaction we need. There we go.
I'm going to repeat what I said to somebody else just now in the waiting room, because I'm not sure it's broadcastable. And a lot of what I said out on track.
Oh man, I know, and that's the thing. We've got Peter Romeo and Davida all saying hello to you on the YouTube chat. You raced well. I mean,
I was giving it everything. I basically went out and drove it like I stole it.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't have any other option, because I qualified. I didn't have the best qualifying session.
Yep.
I knew I was down on pace. Just went, let's just try and survive.
Yeah.
I don't know how I managed it, but I got a drive-through on the start for being out of position.
No.
Even though when I rolled in, I was bang in the middle of the green line.
No.
Yeah, it might be if you weren't right or left.
All bar spit was stone dead last at the start. At the end of the first lap, I was basically stone dead last.
Yeah.
No.
That's so you've done well to claw your way back up. Obviously, you were tagged, and we had spoken about this, and I've spoken about the blue flag rule. It was absolutely Hall's fault. There was no need to force that
saw
issue.
it coming. Intentionally went deep on the brakes,
Mm-hmm.
and then was like, "Oh, he's not there." And then suddenly there's a
He was
Porsche
Yeah.
in my door.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a racing incident, but I agree he deserved 5-second penalty for that. Did you have any nice battles? Did you have any enjoyable ones?
There was a couple of cars that definitely weren't too bad.
Yep.
Genuinely, though, when you catch people who actually have some ability to race next to each other, it's really good.
Yep.
There are some very, very good drivers out there. I'm going to say this now is it's not the worst in terms of driver standards that I've seen, but the few people that can race close to each other are really, really good at it.
Yeah.
You can have a real tussle. There was I'm not sure it was beaten up enough in all black. I wasn't sure if it was a Ferrari or a Porsche, Ferrari or a McLaren that I caught up with. Went deep, and I just managed to run up the inside, but it was actually for about 3 corners a really, really good race because it was
nice. Yeah,
that's
you could actually have a race.
Yeah,
do it properly.
Absolutely.
Gave it everything. I think I managed to finish a couple of places up from where I qualified. So
yes, you did. You did exactly. Absolutely. You know, and as the first couple of races, and that's what we've talked about. The driving standard is brought to the attention of the drivers it needs to be, and you find the further you get into the championship, those drivers start learning, and it does become more of a minority of drivers who maybe lose their mind. And it becomes racing, because you do feel like Michael Schumacher when you're battling someone else. It feels amazing to be able to side by side into corners, and it makes for great commentary as well.
Gotta watch everything that's going
on. Exactly. Absolutely.
It's spatial awareness is a massive thing. I don't know if it's different because we drive on the road here in the UK, so there is an element of you just have to know where your car is in relation to everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially if anybody that lives in the UK that's had to do certainly pre-lockdown traffic, rush hour traffic, you know exactly what that's like.
Absolutely.
So knowing the length and size of your car, I've jumped from the last season I did from the Lambo to the BMW, so I've had to very much learn the size of the car.
That's a totally different car. Even the wheelbase difference, it takes some getting used to. So it does.
It's odd. I was struggling to drive the Lambo aggressively enough to get it fast enough.
Yeah.
So it's just like I want to just chill out and enjoy driving again, because this is hard.
Absolutely.
So jumped into the BM, and it's a much tamer beast, but it can be just as fast.
Yeah,
nice.
Absolutely.
No. You've done a fantastic race, Zita. Honestly, you've done a great job.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for putting the race on. It's nice to see lots of people out there.
Yeah.
Whatever's happened, I'm going to leave in the hands of the stewards. I'm not going to take either way on that.
Yeah. That's why we're commentators. We walk away and go and put our feet up while stewards work into the midnight.
Make the odd sassy comment and then just leave it.
Exactly.
Leave the carnage for the stewards to deal with.
Absolutely. Right, well, you go cool yourself off, Zita, and
I am going to go and chill out and go and find some dinner, because I am hungry.
You will be, absolutely. You've earned it. So you take care, and we'll speak to you real soon, Zita.
All right, no worries. Have fun.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, let's bring Ches in. He was second into here, and let's see what this Swedish mafia man has got to say for himself.
Ches,
I'm not in the mafia. I'm not officially, not yet at least.
So the restart wasn't very helpful to you, was it?
Jesus Christ.
I thought he was going to go down with that.
I've never been punched so hard.
Yeah.
I honestly, it was like someone just beat me into dark corners, stomped me and shit. Like, Jesus Christ. I got turned into punching bag.
Welcome to the rookies.
That was a tough one. I think
being here.
It was a tough race for you. I think is that a brand new drive in that in that mistake. Sorry, Mac. Have we lost the stream? I think we.
No,
stream looks good for me.
no stream.
Oh,
We've got.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's mine.
It's just slightly different. All right, okay.
No, it's my side. Yeah. So is that a brand new drive in the Mercedes for you then, Chez, or is it something that you've done for a while?
I don't know if you remember, but like season 3 or 4, I did basically only the Mercedes.
Oh, I couldn't remember that far back. Oh, so you've done it. You have raced in that car before because you look pretty happy in there.
It's a nice car.
Yeah, you look pretty happy in that car. It's just a shame that I didn't think that, like I say, the restart for you. I think you got initially through the first initial start, if you like, without any problems, and then it sort of just fell apart, didn't it?
The first race was basically perfect for me.
Yeah,
I saw people crash, like every single car did something weird, and I just overtook to the left, to the right, just swerving in and out, and I avoided everybody. I didn't get single like touch or anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Max, sorry, the stream did go down for a split second.
I see David saying that.
No, it's back up again now, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's good.
So apart from that, you felt like the car was all good. You managed to do your pit stop. Pit stop was all okay, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I had some like 15-20 seconds of damage, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I did, however, basically entirely miss the pit entry.
Ouch.
And got 2 seconds of damage by running over the massive curb.
Oh, whoops.
Like the massive curb right before the barrier starts on the final corner.
Ouch.
But I had to do something. I had less than 2.5 liters of fuel for a 3-liter lap.
Oh.
So it was basically like either my race is done or I take a few seconds of damage by running a curb the size of a mountain.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much. I hope your race wasn't impacted too much, and we'll see you next week. Will we? Will you be racing next week?
Next week. It's on Valentine's, I think, right?
Oh, is it?
No, that's
so.
Oh dear.
Oh, who scheduled that?
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to speak to whoever schedules these things. My God.
I must have done that on purpose.
I would recommend probably postponing it.
Yeah, we'll have that discussion in the chat, no doubt, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Christ, I didn't think of that myself. Yeah, I better be on my best behaviour.
I was just going to say.
Oh, whoops. Right. Thanks for ruining my rest of my week, Ches. Thank you very much. I'm joking, obviously. Have a great rest of your evening, mate. And it's good to see you out on track again, man. It was good to see you out on track.
Fun being back.
Yeah. Catch you in a bit.
See you later.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, very quickly, Cullen on Twitch. Yeah, if you go into Discord, you can certainly sign up and put yourself into reserve. It's a championship and it runs for 6 races in total, but you can sign up, you can become a reserve, and if someone drops out, you can then join in. So it's a weekly championship that we are running. Let's bring in Mr. Conzit and see what their race was like. Good evening.
And sorry, the server is hosted in Germany. Sorry, there you go.
Yep.
That was nothing.
Hello. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry. I had the stream running and I was.
Oh, right, it's okay. It's okay.
A bit of a delay, isn't it?
Yeah. It's okay. I was worrying that something had happened to you there, and we're going to have to try and figure out what it was. How was your race?
My race was quite good, actually.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I had some spicy situations, especially at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a little contact where I got spun.
Yeah.
But other than that, after I think lap 5, it was pretty much smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
And I did everything I could to get P3, but unfortunately, I couldn't get them.
It's a shame, man. It's a shame. So, is this the first race that you've done as in quotes, a rookie? Are you sort of new to sim racing, or sort of getting back into sim racing? What's your sort of story?
I was taking part in the season 6.
Okay.
And was battling there in rather the midfield, and I'm racing with the Austrian Apex Alliance,
nice.
which the gamer David Falser and Jorok Hammer are part of.
Were they racing in? So Hammer was in the Jag today. Is that him?
Yes,
Right.
that's him.
Okay.
And he was really suffering. Shout out to him.
Well, if he's in a Jaguar, he's going to be suffering for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. So your progression then. So obviously you were saying season 6 you were sort of mid pack, and then obviously you've come into this and you're now running sort of within sort of the top 10 if you like. So that progression is there. How did you find? Did you have any ballast applied to your car? Because obviously on the spreadsheet, we had a spreadsheet running for people that didn't sort of match the criteria of races. How did you find that extra ballast on your car?
It was pretty heavy, but
You were running with 35 kilos.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was fortunately I had an endurance race not too long ago on the Nürburgring, and I was driving the Nürburgring quite a lot
Right. Okay.
the last time. So I was used to driving the McLaren around there with a lot of weight.
Right.
And maybe that played a little bit into my cards.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I was at the 56, 8 or 7, something like that. And my friend I was talking to was just a bit in front of me, and I just gave it my all, and I was at the bottom line of the
maximum time.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I was a bit scared to be honest, but I hope Dexter isn't too hard on me.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, Max, jump over you. I think it really should bring the championship a lot closer together. We don't want to kick people out of the championship for being fast, because it might be that actually next week you're not as fast around Suzuka. So we don't feel like we should remove people from the championship just because they're quick at one particular track. So I think hopefully with this ballast system that we should be able to pick up faster drivers, obviously then restrict them ever so slightly, which then should bring the rest of the pack a lot closer. And I think that has worked in today's race. I genuinely think it has worked. So shout out to Dexter for that, but don't let him hear me say that.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a very good system, and especially after the last season.
Yeah.
I think TOGA did a very good job to try to improve the experience for the drivers. And I want to thank you a lot for organizing everything, because it's so much fun to race at TOGA.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. No, honestly, that means a lot. Well, we'll let you get back to whatever you're doing this evening. Thank you for racing with us, and we'll see you next week.
1 second. I just want to greet all of my friends watching the stream.
There we go.
My team and my girlfriend that has to listen to me when I talk to her about all random stuff about sim racing.
Love that.
Thank you a lot.
I'm just gonna give you a heads up that you might need to buy some extra flowers, because the next race is on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Don't worry. We might be able to push the race back a week, so we'll put it in the chat when tomorrow or something, and see what the consensus are about people that obviously have partners, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. We'll see what we can do in terms of removing that race.
We don't.
I think. Yeah.
We don't want to be known as a divorce Discord community.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me about that.
No worries at all. No worries at all. You have a great evening.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, before
Probably
we get
my favourite interview ever.
Let's speak to David below. Hopefully that's been spelt right. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Hi. Can you?
Hello. Were you racing under your own name, or were you racing under a different name?
I just changed it on Discord because
okay.
It had my gamer tag, so I thought I would change it to the name I raced with.
Right, okay. So how did you find the race?
It was great for me, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. We had some good stints with the black Porsche, I think with Christopher, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're the winner. He's the winner, Mac.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
the
I
name
am.
switched around. The name switched around.
That's why
of
I
course it
switched
is.
it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
If he put it the other way around, I might have clicked. But no, I'm going like, oh, it's David, but I'm not.
yeah.
Oh man, a huge congratulations!
Thank you.
It's never good winning when somebody crashes out, or it's not down to racing. But you must have had a bit of relief when you saw that Porsche going off and giving you a bit of time to head off and down the track.
Well, I didn't. I don't know if you saw this on stream, but after I came out of the pits, he was like 3 seconds ahead of me.
Yes,
and
he was.
In a couple of laps, I got it down to 1 second,
Yep.
and then into the Schumacher S's. I don't know if you saw it, but a backparker let him by and turned in just before I was going into the Schumacher S's.
Oh no!
So I had to go straight onto the sand and onto the grass.
Oh
But
no!
thankfully, I didn't get any damage, but I lost like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So that would have been bad to recover.
Yeah, absolutely. But you
But
did.
then I saw that he also had. I got it down to like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I saw that he had the incident with the back marker.
Yep.
And I saw that they crashed, and I could have gone by, but I let him go before me because I thought that I don't know. I don't know what happened, who was at fault, so I thought that I'd let him by, and
But that's some really good sportsmanship at the end of the day, and we did actually talk about that. You feature quite heavily, obviously, on the stream, so you'll be able to watch it back on YouTube and things like that.
Yeah, I will.
There was one point, obviously, I don't know if that's the lap you were talking about, but he lost a second in one lap to you, and we basically said 9 minutes ago, this is going to be an out-and-out battle, and unfortunately, he ended up with some horrible oversteer. So, did you enjoy the battle?
Oh yeah, of course, and I think we both were really respectful when I went for the move into turn 1, and after that into turn 2 and 3.
Yep.
It was really close, and I tried to leave him enough space, and he left me enough space. So I'm glad, honestly, that it was clean racing and nobody crashed because of an overtake.
Absolutely. Can I ask how you pronounce your first name?
It's Balog. It's a Hungarian name, but you don't actually have to pronounce the H, so it's just Balog is fine.
Balog.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
We know for next week.
We do exactly. I mean, your surname's amazing to say, but so I always get mixed up.
You can say that. You can say that. It's enough for me.
I like calling people the first name. So you ended up with some ballast on your car.
Yes, I did.
Did the car feel really different or slightly different or?
Well, you can certainly feel it. And with the heavy fuel load, I took like 70 liters for the first stint because I wanted to be able to play with it, just to pick whenever it's needed.
Yep.
And the car did feel quite heavy. So I think it's definitely working. And I also raced in the season 6 championship, where actually my friend Christian won.
Oh,
he
yes.
was the champion.
Yep.
Yeah, we raced together, and he got me into sim racing and
amazing.
taught me how to drive on this track. I don't know. Honestly, I know I had good pace today, but I don't know how my pace will be in the upcoming races because I did not race on the Suzuka or most of the upcoming tracks, so I'm curious to see.
No, that's exactly what this championship is designed for, people that are new to sim racing, and then this is just clarifying for me that what Dexter's done is perfect, because your lap times most likely aren't going to be within the window that we are saying is going to get ballast applied to them, so which means that that's worked out perfectly. You were hindered in this race because you're fast, fine, but next week, the weeks after, you're not as strong round any of those tracks. So rather than remove you from the championship, it will keep you in, but just give you ballast. That's just music to our ears. That means it's working amazing.
Yeah, and I think you've done a great job with this improvement from last season, because I think this was one of the main criticisms that all the drivers had, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that this handles it quite well, to be honest. So I'm really glad to be in this championship. I signed up on the first day that you posted it.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
I said I don't want to miss this, whatever happens.
Oh, amazing.
There's a little bit of debate on YouTube. Well, it's really Peter debating with himself, actually. I'm a bit worried he's arguing with himself. What nationality are you, Balog?
Well, I am Romanian.
Right.
So I was born in Romania, but I am a Hungarian citizen.
All right.
So
there you go,
at
Peter.
home we speak in Hungarian.
Right, okay. Amazing.
If that's what you were wondering.
No, as Peter thought you were Italian, and then he thought you were maybe Spanish.
He's way off.
No.
Thank God he's better at driving than he is trying to pronounce accents.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, amazing. Okay, listen, Balog, it's been a pleasure watching you race, hammer and tong with that Porsche. Hopefully we get to see you do that next week, but huge congratulations, and go and give yourself a nice bath or something to cool off.
And a nice beer as well.
Exactly, you've earned it.
Exactly.
You have earned it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Take care, Balog.
Thank you for organizing and for stewarding. Have a nice night.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. It's so good to hear that.
Should we really?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Dexter. Oh, Jesus, was there a gunshot there? Are you okay?
No.
That's how he enters Discord channel.
Oh, is it? All right, okay, right. I
Truly
see.
like that. Yeah.
You, Mr. Dexter, are a genius.
I know. Oh, I know.
Well, okay, Jesus.
Right, see ya. Bye.
That's enough. I never speak to another steward ever again. Wow, that worked so well. That was just amazing.
Yeah, it seems to work pretty well. The only thing I noticed is I need Hayden to send me the ballast, the bop.
Oh, okay.
Bop.
Oh yeah,
Because one problem I found with my sheet is you take note of all the times at the end of the qualifying session,
Yeah.
and then you're like, right, 14 people have gone too fast. I now need to calculate the amount of ballast I need to give them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because you haven't got that. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But you have absolutely transformed what was an amazing championship last 6 seasons, but you've transformed this into something completely different. And I don't know if you've heard the comments tonight, but everybody is talking about how well it has worked. And we're no longer having to go to a driver and say, I'm really sorry, you're too quick to be in this championship, but we've got other championships that you can have a look at. I mean, I know Hayden and Owen were the ones to do it, but it's never nice. But now we don't. Now, and as Balog said, he's not so great in Suzuka, so he might actually never not get any ballast added on.
Yeah.
So, absolutely outstanding. Well done.
Yeah, done a good job there, mate. It worked out really well. Definitely.
And David Mandalisi and Peter Romeo are saying that in YouTube as well. So,
yeah.
I take it you've got quite a few packs of crayons, because I think these are going to be up for quite a while later on.
No, they've done it all.
By packs of crayons, I don't know.
They've done it all. They've done it all.
Right. So the pack of crayons thing. Right. So crash investigation. When they go to a scene, we used to joke that they would take crayons, basically, and firearms as well. Firearms cops were so gym-headed people that they would need crayons to colour in books and things like that.
Right.
There goes the crayon connection. So it's not that I'm saying that the stewards are stupid. But yeah, so has everything been dealt? Has everything been dealt with in Dexter?
Mostly.
All right.
Yeah, we just got the aftermath now of the incidents.
Yeah, and any tickets
some
people open.
Potential sandbagging I need to look at.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if it's actual sandbagging or not, but I need to look at it.
Is that not going to be really difficult to? And I don't want you to tell us, obviously, because we don't want that being out there. But is that not quite difficult to find out?
No.
All right. Okay.
As someone myself who races quite regularly, and also someone who stewards a lot of races, there's a lot of key things that are quite natural for someone to do on a hot lap.
Yep.
Like there's certain things that you'll see they do and they don't do.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah,
what you look out for is the things that they're not doing.
Okay.
Which you would usually expect them
Expect
to,
them
to
to
get
do.
the fastest time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcin Adam Chick, thank you so much for the follow on, or sorry, subscribe on YouTube.
He was 666 car.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Hope you had a good race, as good as it could be. Yeah. So okay, that's interesting. So again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier on about the backroom things that nobody really sees, and there's a lot of stuff goes on that nobody sees. So that's going to be interesting, and if that can be detected, then that is a game changer as well. So it is, I think.
100%. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And Kent, thanks for the follow on Twitch as well. Thank you.
It's me really annoying if I do catch them doing it.
Yes,
I,
absolutely.
again, expressed very, 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 very clearly in the driver's briefing. Anyone who does it, there's a zero tolerance policy on it.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, 100%. No, people shouldn't be doing that. That's that's not sportsmanship, and that's what we talked about earlier on. Is we are looking for more sportsmanship because that's what it is all about. So yeah, no, absolutely. The rules are clear. If you sandbag, you're only cheating yourself. At the end of the day, you're not going to win a championship from doing that. Yeah, interesting. Was there any talking points from the stewards about things that drivers should be doing better, and please don't just say racing better or something like that.
I took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I knew he was going to say it, or don't crash.
Yeah.
No, we noticed a lot of desperate moves a bit more towards the end.
Yep.
As well as this kind of lack of general awareness of cars around others, and kind of some lack of this just comes with, again, practice, but lack of understanding of what a car in front's gonna do.
Yeah.
It's like, from a rookie standpoint, you might not know that if a car goes in a bit shallow, their exit's going to be a bit slower compared to the wider line you take. So then we saw a few where someone went a bit shallow, someone went wide, and kind of give them a tap on the exit, stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely. And we saw some pretty unsafe rejoins as well, and people not holding brakes and just obviously desperate to try and get back on the track because they don't want to lose places. But we'd also spoken about, there was one particular incident where I think it was a BMW tagged the back of a car ahead of it. They both spun, but the BMW just drove on, and I obviously commented that we would normally expect to wait for that car to then go ahead. Is that something you would expect people to do, is wait at the car you've tagged, wait for it to rejoin before you rejoin?
It's not a rule or a thing you have to do. But it's all about sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sometimes, yes, if you know full well that you killed somebody, then I would expect someone to put their hands up and go, "Yep, sorry about that, mate."
I'll slow down for that. Yeah.
And then sometimes that can also help you with, not saying do this all the time, but it can help you with the penalty outcome.
Yeah.
When we review incidents, we do look at the outcome of the incident. If we see that you've waited, instead of giving you a 50, we might just give you a 10 or a 5.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you quite blatantly have no regard for other people, then we have no regard for your race. If you're going to punt people off, we'll give you 15 seconds. But if you punt them off and wait for them, then we might only give you 5.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the way it should be. It should be more about sportsmanship than anything else. But no, that's good to hear from the horse's mouth, if you pardon the expression.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I am pretty much good to go. I'm done. Put a fork in me. I am done.
I need a beer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if you know, Dexter, but there's been a huge mistake about next week's race.
What's that?
It's Valentine's Day.
It's on Valentine's Day.
It's fine. We're some reasons you don't, so don't have girlfriends.
Some people don't. Other people might not.
Oh my god, brutal! Honestly, absolutely brutal. But No, absolutely. And Dexter, thank you very much for sorting that other thing out the other day. It was very kind of you. And we will be back. Who knows? We'll be back tomorrow night with Multiclass. We're going to have Ollie and Ches commentating. Friday night, we're going to have Hayden with the community racing. Saturday, you're going to be stuck with me for the 4-hour race. And really looking forward to it. So, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll let Dexter and Hayden say goodbye themselves.
You go first.
Bye, Dexter.
Bye. Right there. Thank you very much. Just before we go, we got Daily Dose of Funny. How's it going? Yeah, really good, mate. Thank you very much. And Sweebo put hello drama, less red flags. That's what he's put. Oh,
yeah, pretty much. I don't think we reached 30 likes, so you don't get your quote, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, 30 likes was the
it was the target, absolutely. Yeah. So Sweebo, you need to bring some more brothers or friends with you next time.
Yeah, he hasn't got any friends. And Davide and Peter both saying good evening. Peter, thank you very much for the £10 to charity as well, by the way. Absolutely amazing. And thank you to all the follows as well on Twitch. Thanks for the sub to Peter. Peter subscribed as well over on Twitch as well, and the bucketfuls of our follows as well, and all the subs over on YouTube, and people on TikTok as well. So we touched all bases this evening. So
absolutely. Yeah. Get our streams out there, get more in the community. If you're not already part of our community, Discord links have been splashed all over the chats tonight. Come and follow us in Discord, have a chat, get to know people, and you'll love the racing. So until next time, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.